Dating has never been a cheap thing, especially for men in America. And right now, ish is crazy. I talked to my homeboy who lives out in New York, and it's not uncommon to see a dinner bill be $200 to $300. And that's for a chick you meet on the first date who may not call you back ever again, and she's generally not even interested in you. And there's a term for such ladies who will participate in such endeavors. They are called quote unquote dinner whores. Now, what is a dinner whore? A dinner whore is not a lady that goes.
Hold on, who is it? Who?
That's the
Hold on, cuz.
I never heard of that one, man. Yo, I ain't know it was called that. Oh my goodness. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm your host, Respect. Welcome to another episode of Next Generations. I appreciate you all coming through. Shout out to brother O'Shea Duke Jackson. Dr. O'Shea put this video out earlier today. I was tooling around seeing what he had out. This is what I run across. And I saw some other stuff he put out. So much stuff going on that I'll probably do a reaction to or something of that nature. But I'm curious with this because I'm very knowledgeable when it comes to food. So I'm very interested just to see where this go. I'm thinking, I guess, Cheesecake Factory wasn't good enough for her, probably, quote unquote. And that's all I'm figuring right now. But let's see, man. This should be entertaining.
Even if you're not interested in the man, and if you can let him know that up front, maybe it might turn into something that's respectable, or maybe you could, one day change your mind. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it costs nothing to be nice. That's for ladies and gentlemen, children, everything. It costs nothing to be nice, right? Especially when it hasn't been any kind of issues or anything warranted, for any kind of negativity or vitriol, right?
Many cases, many men who are going out on these dates with these ladies are just experiencing complete disrespect from the first word go. I mean, they want to treat you like trash, one word response to the text messages, make you home, and then booty clap and on their dinner. But such a kid who was trying to play this on, it seems like a Middle Eastern man or an Indian man, but it didn't end too well with her. Let's check out the clip and then we'll come back.
Okay, out the gate, my first question is why are you recording right now? So this already tells me you must have a vlog or something for a channel, or you trying to get one. Otherwise, I don't understand what you're recording unless you're thinking you're in danger or something, which being in a car right now, it doesn't look like you're in danger. Okay. First date, she refused to get out the car because he took her to the Cheesecake Factory.
Let me just get the door for you. Okay.
Getting the door for her? Okay, I hear you, my boy.
At the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. I ain't getting out this car.
Oh, she wilding.
Yes. Would you want me to open the door for you? Look. Are you're recording me? Yeah. Yeah. This is the Cheesecake Factory. This is the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. What's the problem with that? This is a chain restaurant. Who takes someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant?
Hold up.
You want to talk about it? I'm fine with talking about it, even in front of them. Oh, yeah, I want to talk about it. Yeah. Come on, get up on in the car.
Oh, man. Oh, my God. Couldn't have been me. Okay. This is... How much of this video? Is this still... Man, I don't think I'm going to make it through this video, my peoples. I'm going to tell you why. Cheesecake Factory. She's talking about somebody like her. Who are you, ma'am? Who are you? What do you mean someone like you to go to where should you go? And let's get this clear. Cause see, when you get men and women like this lady here, especially in these dating scenarios, the ladies, and I've ran across this before, you don't know as much as you think you know, because you haven't even done any research or even worked it probably in the field to know what you think you know. A chain restaurant, Cheesecake Factory is a chain restaurant. A chain restaurant means that it is multiple units, right? They got multiple units that they're pretty much the same, but the menu will be somewhat different because of the area in the country that you may be in, right? They're under one umbrella. Chain restaurants. Applebee's is a chain restaurant, but Applebee's isn't Cheesecake Factory. Capital Grill, which is a restaurant that I've eaten at twice, I believe. Yeah, twice. I ate at Capital Grill twice. That's a chain restaurant. I ate at Ruth Chris quite a few times, actually. Ruth Chris is a chain restaurant. And we're gonna get back to the video, but let's just get, because I think a lot of people might not know these things. So when you have a lady or a man, there's usually a lady. I haven't met a man that does this, that is speaking like this, then they must don't realize that Ruth Chris is expensive. Capital Grill is expensive. Now you'll say, well, no, that's the whole point. That's why she's saying these things. But yet you're calling it a chain, though. It makes no sense. So let's give you the benefit of the doubt. You can say that's petty, that's nitpicking. All right, fine. I'll give you that. Then what makes a place worthy to have you, that's like a Capital Grill or Ruth Chris, is that your working knowledge of tannins, so you can know what kind of wine pair good with good steaks, to know the difference between a grass-fed or a corn-fed steak. Oh man, the Cheesecake Factory is beneath you. I wonder why the Cheesecake Factory is beneath you. Is it just the price of the food that's there? Do you understand the cooking techniques that are involved? The variation of cuts of meat, what the different animals are fed, what kind of flavor they're supposed to have, what the texture of it's supposed to be. Have you been a judge on the Food Network before? Have you worked under Chef Jean Pierre or Chef D Brown, or have you worked under Gordon Ramsay? I mean, well, have you worked for Repair? You know, Anthony Bourdain, RIP to the homie. I mean, what are we talking about here? Do you know that Ferraris and Lamborghinis go to Cheesecake Factory? I'm just, I'm done with that, man. We gonna get back to the video. I don't. She don't know what she thinks she know, and she don't know what she ought to know in these kind of situations. Apparently.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So
Yes, let's talk about it. Let's talk
You-
about it.
so you expect a man to go all out on the first date. Is that right?
I mean, you're supposed to.
What you about to say?
When you
Look at
take
me.
out a beautiful woman and you're courting,
Was you about to say, look at you? Seriously? We've been looking at you the whole time. We've been looking at you the whole time. Somewhat. You have a nice chest. You have a pectoral region, collarbones. Outside of that, I mean, let's stop the madness. You're not ugly, not a bad looking woman, and all that stuff. But why do people do this? And then when somebody tell you what they see, then it's the issue. When y'all even ask that stuff or ask what you rate and stuff, and people get these numbers, and the guys, especially guys, I can't speak for the ladies, when the guys get these numbers, don't be mad at it. It's just it's something easy to quantify, something easy that you could deal with real quick, and it's actually pretty accurate. Most guys got around about the same taste when it comes to that whole number thing. I know they might not never tell you that. They'll tell you stupid, whatever. Trust me, if you want to deal with men, understand a dude would deal with a woman that's on any number of the whole scale, okay? He will. Just depends on the man, and it depends on you. But if you are a good-looking woman and you want a good-looking man, then it's good to listen to, how the men that you want think. They like numbers.
Her, because I get courted. So you're courting her, right? You're supposed to take care of her. You're supposed to cover her. You're supposed to protect her, cherish her, treat her well, right?
Yeah.
And
okay, we'll agree.
I agree. I went into this date as I expect, with the expectations for myself to keep you safe, to respect you, to pay for your food, of course, pick you up.
Hey, listen, my brother, you could have cut it off right there if you wanted to. This has to be a joke or a skit. okay. This is what I've come to the conclusion of. This is either it's not real. It's not real. It can't be real. This can't be real. This has to be a skit, and that's her homie or her boyfriend. Or I don't know. And they starting a YouTube channel together. Number two, she is just testing the waters because a lot of people these days will record stuff and throw it out there. If it goes viral, then they'll just keep going with it. Maybe she's doing that. Or number three, she already has a channel or something like that. And this kind of things that she's been doing or something to get views or something. That's the only thing that makes any kind of sense, because just the arrogance and the attitude and being facetious and condescending and things like that is already at a very high level. And he should be cutting it to, do you want me to take you home, or do you just want to get out here in this public place and get your Uber or Lyft? That's where I'm at. and now my phone out and I'm recording. You know what I'm saying? Okay, man. Oh my gosh. This is terrible, ladies. Yeah. Ladies, even if she playing, y'all can't even have no representations like this. I'm telling you, the young guys and men in general are just moving different when it comes to the whole dating relationship deal.
And just treat you like a gentleman, which I believe I have done.
I mean, you've been pretty nice, but I mean,
and then
Cheesecake Factory.
I, on the other hand, have certain expectations for a girl I go out with on the first date. I expect her to be respectful too. I expect her to be cooperative, and at least
what did I do that wasn't cooperative?
I just thought about the last time I went to the Capitol Grill. It was next door to Cheesecake Factory. Matter of fact, they're right in the same plaza, right next to each other. Cheesecake Factory is on the left and the Capitol Grill is on the right. So I don't know what she is talking about, because if Cheesecake Factory is so beneath you, then why is Capitol Grill next to the Cheesecake Factory? That seems to tell you that around the same kind of clientele probably frequents both to a certain kind of capacity. They're right next door to each other. And like I say, I've been to Cheesecake Factory and seen Lamborghinis and Ferraris there. The last thing you should be arguing with a man is about food and where he's taking for food. I mean, unless you're on some health thing or you have some kind of sickness and you have to have a certain kind of diet or something. And it's still a nice way to go about these things.
Operative.
Well, I mean, even when we were walking to the car, you wouldn't put your hand around my arm or anything like that, or
she don't have to. Yeah.
I mean, it's too early for that.
Okay.
Okay.
I can respect that. Okay. When I got to your apartment to pick you up, you didn't want to invite me in. I can respect that too.
Absolutely not.
I don't know there yet.
Okay. And then, but
I mean, I feel like I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do as a woman. But I got myself all made up.
There's nothing wrong with the Cheesecake Factory, right?
Yes, there's a lot wrong with the Cheesecake Factory.
Okay, well, look at my plan.
I wish you would have let her just give one answer. Since y'all have made it this far in the conversation, I would have never made this far. I wish you would have let her give one answer. I'm just curious to know what is the main reason why she is too good for the Cheesecake Factory. She better talk to me like a classically trained chef. With her reasons why. Come on, man.
See, now that's where we should have went. All right there. Call him. No. What do you mean no?
See, I specifically told you both yesterday and this morning that I'd come to pick you up at 4 a.m. At 4 p.m. Right? And I got to your place at 4 p.m. You didn't even come downstairs for another hour, and so I was waiting downstairs.
I understand,
for an hour, right?
But I wasn't expecting for work to take me so long. I got home a little late, and like I said, I don't know you well enough to invite you up into my apartment. And that is not possible.
And that's why I'm saying,
Okay.
I'm thinking,
okay,
okay,
it's valid that you don't have to let him up in your apartment for sure. You definitely do not. But still, what takes so long? It's not like your nails are going crazy right now. It's not like your makeup is going crazy right now. You definitely didn't have to do your hair. So, I mean, what are we talking about here? If you weren't interested in the man and you weren't attracted to the man to begin with, you should have never went out there with him. But you wanted to use the man for some expensive meal, or else this is a skit. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Stop the madness. I've never had a woman act like this with me going out on no level.
if we're not there in the relationship to, meet at your apartment, then maybe we're not ready in a relationship for such a nice, fancy restaurant as Aria, especially if I'm paying for the whole thing, which I'm still willing to do. I would have been, but if we're late, I told you twice.
It wasn't that late.
We literally left your place at the time the reservation was supposed to be. And I specifically said 4 because
so
maybe
he had a rezo for a more expensive place. I see. I think that's what he's saying, right? And she didn't see that on his phone, but she was late, so he ended up missing reservations. So he's like, I guess we go to Cheesecake Factory. So let me tell you something. She finna mess up something with a dude that was probably willing to take on a first date to an expensive place, which means that when he's upset with you or he don't agree with you, he's gonna take you to Cheesecake Factory and still pay for it and let you redeem yourself. That's crazy. It's crazy. Salute to you, sir. Salute to you, sir. Just for you being the kind of guy that'll do that. But I will advise no men, never. Don't you never ever take her to the most expensive place first. What are we doing, brother? I get you probably a good guy. You know what I'm saying? See, that's why these guys get taken advantage of. Absolutely not, man. No, fam. Cheesecake Factory is a decent place. That's a great first date place. Don't let nobody tell you different. Diddy made people walk for cheesecake. He tortured his own people for cheesecake to go, for a show. You know what I'm saying? hey. Oh my gosh, I'm stopped. Okay, I'm gonna play the video. My bad, y'all.
get there early and even have some time to get to know each other on the way there and while we're in the parking lot.
You done ruined the whole plan.
For a reservation.
We can still get to know each other. Isn't there another restaurant you can call that, the equivalent to that? I mean,
I literally
you don't understand. Look at me.
Oh,
I
my
cannot
God.
go in the Cheesecake Factory.
There's nothing wrong with
I will die.
Ma'am, you have hostesses that look better than you in Cheesecake Factory. Let's stop this.
That's embarrassing.
Listen, as I said, I have very specific certain expectations for that.
No.
I can tell it's not gonna be there. And maybe we're not right for each other. So respectfully, I'm gonna just drop you off at home.
Yeah. He did.
So you just want to call it a night? I mean, isn't there some kind of compromise or something?
We're not gonna even make it to the night. It's still the daytime. Look at the little sunroof up there on his car. It's still the daytime. a night of what? A night of loneliness? Shout out to a video. Shout out to StreamYard.
Ladies, can you believe this?
I'm sorry, y'all.
Ladies, can you believe it? So was she live on Instagram or something? So she wasn't just recording. She like live on her social media platform. Was she on Facebook or something? what you live on? Come on, ladies, can you believe this? And what ladies is sitting there agreeing with you with this? Are you kidding me? You know how many ladies wish they could maybe get dates and dudes is taking them to the Cheesecake Factory? Man, that's very ungrateful, man. It really is, and it's just not nice. It's just a bad look, man. Come on, our sisters, man. And then she seems like she's an African American woman. Come on, sister. Because what y'all gonna end up doing is y'all gonna end up keeping the non-black guys from wanting to talk to you too, if you don't think that's already a thing. Because I'm here to tell you that they already kind of be staying away from sisters as it is, if y'all didn't know that. And I ain't talking about white guys. I'm talking about everybody that's non-black, that's male on the whole planet, unless they're looking to use you for your money, like the women that go over to Jamaica or Africa and they're older in age and the guys are a lot younger, kind of situation. So I don't know what y'all get from this. When y'all watch her content, what do y'all get from it? What do y'all learn? Is this entertainment? Because to me, the only way that this is entertainment or funny, because I think it's a skit. If this is literally for real, this is terrible.
At the parking space. If I don't feel respected, I am not gonna go through with the rest of the day.
Oh, hold on, miss. My bad, y'all.
At the parking space. I'm sorry, y'all. But at the parking space. If I don't feel respected, I am not gonna go through with the rest of the day.
My boy driving off.
Well, I mean, you are serious. You're really leaving.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't want this place anyway, right?
I mean, I understand that I was late. I understand that.
Oh,
I understand
no,
that I could have been a bit more cooperative.
No. Don't go to cop it, please. Now, no, Jenny, my. Oh my goodness, I gotta stop dealing with y'all, man. She won't talk about cooperative and all this kind of stuff, man. You have to be willing to compromise, man. You have to look at it like you was an hour late. Now, I don't know what y'all talked about, that I ain't gonna hold you on that. But because if you just was literally just an hour late, just in general, and it ain't really no reason, like you said on there, the video that you told him that you work late or something, but that could not be true. It doesn't seem like it would be true with the way that you're carrying on with this whole first part of the date before you could even get out of a vehicle. The man waited an hour. There's no way. We would have never made it to the parking spot. Never. We would have never made it. We would never make the reservation anyway. Because after I then blew you up on the pickup time, because I know how to set these expensive reservations, and you ain't hitting that first like 15 minutes or so, and you ain't let me know what's going on, I'm out. Because then this could be a setup for me to get robbed or anything out here. Who knows? I don't. And then that's cool. You would have had to DM me through the dating app or however we met. Yo. Hey, man, let O'Shea finish the rest of this video. Shout out Dr. O'Shea Duke Jackson, man. I appreciate you, world. Make sure you check out all of the merchandise and everything and all the good teams like that, man. Until next time, world. The next generations are always watching. Peace. In the past